welcome back. It's another music show here. I'm Drew Moholland. This is Joppa Afternoon Drive, and this is Jacob McCurdy.
16 days, and I'm in mourning. I got my black suit, and I've been phoning in my weekends, and I've been working just to bury myself again. I can't fight it, I can't fight this feeling that something good can come from this. Oh, I can't fight it, fight this feeling. A new day dawning, to get up out of bed and breathe it in the morning. I taste that freedom on my tongue, I take it deep into my lungs, I breathe it in the morning. I change my black suit for a blue one, but goddamn, I got a new one, breathe it in. I'm not dead yet, at least I think so. And I know something hopeful's coming. It feels like miles and miles to go before I get there. And if I get there, well, I know it. I'm trying to catch my breath and breathe it in the morning. I taste that freedom on my tongue, I take it deep into my lungs, I breathe it in the morning. Change my black suit for a blue one, 'cause goddamn, I got a new one, breathe it in. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. And just like dust within my lungs, I cough for days and still you clung, I breathe it in. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. The sweetest breath of freedom come, I'm out the door and free to run, I breathe it in the morning. I taste that freedom on my tongue, I take it deep into my lungs, I breathe it in, breathe it in. Change my black suit for a blue one, goddamn, I got a new one, breathe it in.
Jacob McCurdy, nicely done, sir.
Thank you so much.
Well done. We like that very much.
Thanks, man.
First time on the show. How you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm stoked to be here. Thanks
Comfortable?
for having me.
You get the do you like the room? Do you?
Oh, it's so cozy.
These are
so
I have to make sure people are comfortable.
Lighting is
yeah.
not perfect.
But I had nothing to do with that.
I know, right?
No, man, you sound great. Sounding good in the room. That's
Thanks,
what we like.
Man.
We do get a lot of people like to sing in here, which is good.
Yeah,
you sound great.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Just tell us a little bit about yourself. I haven't had a first-time musician on the show in a little while. Like this is, I had like last couple guests have been repeats. This is the first time I'm kind of like really meeting somebody. So here we go. What do we need to know?
For sure.
Good and bad, please. No.
all the bad things. Yeah. No, I've. Let's see. I just moved to Kittery about 2 years ago now.
Kittery, Maine.
Yeah. I spent a little time in Boston before that, and I was in Portland. Before that, I play in a cover band, the Dapper Gents, and we do a bunch of weddings, and it's wild right now. We've got like 32 weddings already booked for this summer. And,
yeah. I was hoping you were going to say that, and you weren't going to say like weddings getting canceled because of COVID.
No.
Yeah.
We're still
good.
doing okay.
It's a good thing. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But the kind of the pandemic did give me a chance to really sit down and focus on original music, because we had a year and a half off of really not playing, and so I started writing with a good buddy of mine, Alex Calabrese, and he's got a band called Old Tom and the Lookouts, and he and I were writing like 2 days a week on Zoom, and like the first time that we did it, we're like, oh my god, we just cranked out 2 songs, like one for him and one for me, in 3 hours. We're like, this is awesome. Wow. We gotta do this all the time.
Zoom living.
Yeah, so we spent a lot of time in those studios and like put together probably 100 songs.
Wow.
In about that amount of time, and
actually 100.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to release all of them.
You're like Prince. You got a whole vault now.
Right? Yeah.
May he rest in peace.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So now it's just like taking the time to.
Are we getting calls? We don't usually get calls. Listen, can we go to the phones?
Let's go to the phones. Of course.
This is funny.
I'm happy.
I don't even know how to go to the phones. It's been so long since we've done it. This is fantastic.
I'm happy to take any questions.
Who is it? I need to know. The fans are calling in.
That last part, it
Oh, damn.
Telemarketers.
All right.
Thought I was going to be.
Do not cut that, Sarah. I enjoyed that moment very much.
I thought they were just asking about my mustache, you know?
This guy's unbelievable, and look at that mustache. That would have been fantastic.
That's awesome.
I think we need to incorporate that. More phone calls, Sarah. Let's get on it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Actually, no, that sounds terrible.
No, I don't know.
I've been down that road before. Phone calls. Okay, John in Scituate, what do you have to say? Goodbye, John in Scituate. We're not talking about that. Too funny. All right, sorry to get distracted. So we both had a very funny moment recently where a mutual friend of ours, Jay Passaro, who was on the last show, was talking about Kittery, where you're from.
Yeah.
And he's a South Shore guy.
Right.
He thought Kittery was like up in like Augusta or something.
Right. He was like, "Oh man, what's that? A 6-hour drive for you, Jake?" I'm like, "No, Jay, come on!" Like, I book shows with him pretty frequently, and like
he should know better.
He knows that I'm only an hour from Boston. Come on, man. Come on.
This guy drives from Boston 6 hours.
Just in the snow, uphill, both ways, just to play a gig. No,
you like Kittery?
Yeah, it's great, man. Being right next to Portsmouth is solid and
great music city
for sure. Actually, just played a show there at the press room last Thursday.
Nice,
and it was a blast. Super fun. Cool. Great spot to be for sure. And
what's the Kittery music scene? Is that not? It's more like shops, right?
Yeah, there's like the Blue Mermaid does some stuff. And yep.
Portland's obviously awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean for sure. It's just more about being halfway in between Portland and Boston because that's where most of the shows are at this point.
And you got some Boston coming up, you said, right? Some big gigs?
Yeah, actually on Wednesday.
Wednesday gig, yeah.
I'm playing at the Middle East. Doors are at 7, and I'm opening up for an old friend of mine, goes by the name of Bay Ledges.
Oh, okay.
And I actually met him at an open mic that I was hosting, like 7 or 8 years ago or something.
Wow.
And he was just doing this like solo project, singer-songwriter stuff. He moved out to LA and like dove into Ableton Live and like started sampling his guitars in all these really cool, crazy ways, and like things just kind of blew up for him.
Wow.
But he just moved back to Maine, and when he did, I was like, "Yo, let's go have a beer sometime." And I don't even remember when that was, but I saw he posted a show in Boston. I was like, "Dude, can I please, for the love of God, open for you?"
Is that how that works? I didn't even know you could do that. Can I be your opener?
Yeah, I mean,
it worked here,
and it works here. I mean, normally, you want to like reach out to the venue or their booking agent or whatever it may be, but like having that personal connection kind of seal the deal, which is super exciting.
An epic Boston venue.
Oh yeah, we're playing at the upstairs. It's my first time playing in the bigger spaces. I've done some like songwriter nights at Zuzu or the Corner and stuff like that. But we got drums and bass, guitar, and a trumpet player, and maybe my sax player will show up too. So it's pretty jazzy.
Are we still just deciding, or is he just not dependable?
No, it's
maybe you never know with him.
I mean, I'm the opener. I don't want to like bring a bigger band than the headliner. I feel like that's so I'm just trying to be conscientious of space and things. But I think one more sax player is like not a big deal, right?
He might show up. You never know with him.
Don't know, Sam, Dylan Sorensen.
Last time I was at the Middle East was, it's been a while, actually. It's funny. I mean, I used to live in Boston, did the Brighton thing for many years, and I got to go to a lot of shows. Last time I was there, I saw a guy, I kind of lost track of him, too. I'm sure he's still doing great, but a guy named Jesse Mallon. Kind of punk rocky kind of. Okay. He gets on some pretty big bills.
Yeah, cool.
He never quite did the explosion, but I just remember he had this moment where he was covering a Neil Young song, like towards the middle towards the end of the show. And he had everybody just get down on the floor together, kneel down for a moment. Here we go. And we're all on the floor, and then we're all looking at each other like, this floor has seen a lot at the Middle East.
Oh my God! Yeah. I don't know if you want to do that.
It wasn't. It was at the time I was thinking it was a great moment. Then I went home and I was like, the floor was interesting.
Right. That actually reminds me of this show. I used to bartend at Empire in Portland.
Oh yeah.
And like after my shift, I went upstairs to check out whatever show was going on, and it happened to be the Milk Carton Kids, who I wasn't aware of at the time, but like instantly fell in love with them. But I walk in and everyone's literally sitting on the floor cross-legged, just like watching these two guys just serenade them like into one microphone and these beautiful harmonies. And at first I was like, what's going on? And then I hear the music. I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You should be sitting on the floor for this.
Cross-legged. That's never been my favorite pose, though. It's kind of uncomfortable.
You got to do more yoga.
I just was going to say that. Yeah. My wife's doing it.
Yeah.
And she works for her. I don't know if I should try it. I really should. She seems very happy after.
We'll go to a yoga class together.
That's right.
It's been a while for me too.
That's a great first real hang. Yeah. We decided to start with a yoga class. Oh man. Jacob McCurdy joining us here from Kittery, Maine. Been bouncing around a little bit, and so Anyway, you liking Newburyport's scene here? You like the?
Yeah, I've played.
You probably didn't spend too much time here, did you? Maybe play a little bit.
Not today, but I have in
Not today.
in the past.
Technically,
for sure.
you have played today.
Right, you're right.
This counts, you know.
This definitely counts as a show. Played the Newburyport Brewing Company a couple times in the before times, and I just haven't had a chance to book with them again yet.
Popular spot. We give them a lot of credit because they have a dedication to live music.
Oh, they really do.
Unlike, I love those places.
Sweet
and
spot.
breweries can be tough, right? I mean, I'm sure you played a million of them. Like, people tend not to be there for the artist. They're there to drink the beer.
They're gonna drink the beer and sample the stuff, and they're gonna leave. And like maybe they'll throw a quarter in your tip bucket.
Sample the music too.
Yeah, right.
Oh, do we like that? I don't know. Play something we all know. But brewery's going to be tough. That one I find is pretty good. I think
you're right. People are super into the music and are supportive of like original tunes there, which is really nice.
And the great thing about breweries, you can bring dogs.
Oh yeah,
how great is that?
It's so great.
My dog's a great howler. He howls at the right time.
Yes, actually. I can't remember this person's name. That was at this songwriter night the other night. He brought his dog, and everyone loves Charlie is the artist that he goes by, but he brings his service dog with him everywhere.
Oh.
And like dog just lays there on stage with him while he's singing.
No way, that's awesome.
And during certain parts, the dog has favorite songs and will like howl along.
Really?
Yeah, it's so adorable.
Oh man, I have to see that.
Yeah,
I gotta
for
YouTube that immediately.
For sure. Yeah.
What was the name again?
Everyone Loves Charlie.
Everyone Loves Charlie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at that. And you people should know it's McCurdy, McCurdy. It's not the Mac, not the.
Right, and it's McCurdy actually.
Oh, am I saying it properly?
You're saying McCurdy. And you just spelled it with the U in there and everything.
Oh. McCurdy? Say it again?
McCurdy. Yeah.
McCurdy.
Some of my friends in college called me Curdles. So,
Curdles. Okay, I won't do that.
No, please don't. I can't believe I just put that out there for the world to start calling me that again.
See what happens? These little
but that's how you pronounce it.
These little mistakes can happen that way. It's funny. How do you mess up that name, Drew? Chicken McCurdy. Oh, now it's in my head. Now I'm a problem.
The first time I let it slide, I was like, whatever. But if he's really going to go...
What did I say the first time?
You said McCurdy.
God, they sound awkwardly similar to me. That's
core and cur. You know?
Yeah.
Just do a big zoom in when I did that. Because, oh, man.
This will not be the last time. See, once I get one wrong, it's wrong for the show.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm not too worried about it.
Chicken McCurdy. I see. He has more of a core. Yeah, now I can feel it.
Yep.
Now I can feel it.
Yeah. That's all right.
Chicken McCurdy. All right.
That's right. But you had the C's. There's some other folks that like the McGurdy.
Well, I wanted to make a mention of it because when people look for the music, I always feel bad when they're like, oh, I couldn't find him. Like, oh, well, he spells it this way.
Yeah.
You know, so I always try to make a mention of that.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, you probably would have appreciated it more if I could still say it correctly. Apparently, is a problem.
Oh my God,
man, that's too funny. I'm glad we're having a lighthearted moment
Me
about
too.
it.
It's fantastic.
You know, it's funny. The my name I had as a young news reporter. I was going. You know, my name is Moholland, but it's not like Mulholland Drive. It's MOHO.
Right.
LLAND. And I guess like the news anchor had been introducing me as like more like Mulholland Drive.
Yeah,
you know, a little bit, just a little bit different.
A little different.
Never has bothered me. Like just, especially at a younger Drew.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not one of those people that like they got Drew, sounded like Mulholland. It was all good, perfect.
Close
people
enough.
know who I am.
Yeah.
But he's saying my name on the radio. I'm thrilled. But the anchor came out and he's like, "Wait a minute, like this is weeks, months later."
Right.
And he was so offended. He's like, "You're Moholland?" I'm like, "Yes." And he's like, "Well, when were you gonna tell me?" And I'm like, well, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I've been saying it wrong for months."
Right.
And I'm like, "Well, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's good. Don't worry about it. I have the name." I'm like, furious. And for now, ever since that day, I have made an effort to make like, if you're saying it wrong, I don't correct people in a mean way, but just by the way, it's more.
Right. That's important to do.
It's probably a good thing to do.
Name recognition.
Let's not go on forever like this.
No, definitely not. We can talk about something else.
No, but I mean, I don't want to be calling you this for years.
Yeah, that too.
Once you let it go, one show.
Oh, I already let it go.
Too funny. Favorite city to play in?
Oh, I mean, wow, I just had like 7 different shows like run through your mind, you know, and you're just like, oh, that was a cool one. That was a great one. Like Bull Feeney's always used to be a fun time in Portland, just like playing upstairs with the band and doing covers and stuff. But
is Portland your favorite music city, you think? It's one of mine.
So far.
Yeah.
So far. I mean, like Burlington's pretty great. I haven't like traveled a ton with the original music at this point, so it's tough to say.
That's a good test, right? Who like really who takes up in the originals, right?
Right, exactly. But I remember playing this brewery out in Taos, Mexico, and
in Taos, Mexico.
yeah, or New Mexico. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That makes a big difference. But I was playing bass for a buddy of mine's band for Xander Nelson, and it was the drummer's wedding. So like we all flew out there, and we played at the brewery the night before the wedding, and it was a blast. I mean, it was just so beautiful, just like a really unique experience. There's like all these little campers and like old Airstream trailers that everybody's staying in and everything. It was fun. It was just a cool experience.
Wow.
But as far as like rooms to play, I mean, I just played at Portland House of Music, doing the single release party for Make a Fuss, and had like full eight-piece band.
That's too big for the Middle East.
Yeah,
the 8-piece
and the 18 piece. No, 8-piece band there, and that stage is just so much fun to play on.
Yeah.
That was definitely a treat. But yeah, so I mean, those are definitely up there. I always wanted to play at Port City Music Hall, but they closed.
Yeah, yeah.
So now you just have to like.
There's a lot of places closing these days.
I know, but now you just got to get your eyes set on the State Theater, and then
Yes,
that's
great venue.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I was there for Dispatch recently.
Oh,
Maybe.
no way.
Yeah, Dispatch is great.
It's my favorite band growing up.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's why I started playing guitar.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Chad's I've had a chance to interview Chad a couple
No
times.
way.
Great
That's
guy.
awesome.
You know what I always said? This actually came up a few shows ago too, but I don't mind retelling it because he deserves it. He's one of those guys that's like he's probably he might be my favorite songwriter right now. Like not even the Dispatch stuff. Like he's got his own catalog and never mind the state radio stuff.
Yeah.
It's just if you ever just search his name on Spotify, you can take a ride that is not Dispatch. I live Dispatch too, but
of course.
But just sweet as can be. Like he gives you that vibe, and just he really is that way, and you're just like, yes, he really is that guy.
It's awesome, man.
You know,
He's
he just
super good.
cares and listens.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For sure.
One of those guys that cares and listens.
I know, right?
Such a dying breed.
Can't imagine that ever happening.
It's great though. And Dispatch is you're right. I mean, there was so much fun growing up, and they're still making great albums.
For sure.
So they made you pick up the guitar.
Yeah.
It's funny. So
They did.
that tells me you're probably about my age. Are you mid-30s?
I'm 30. I'm 32.
You have forgotten.
I have almost forgotten. I'm like, wait,
You're 32. Oh, so
is my birthday? Has my birthday already happened yet? I'm like, no, it's in March.
I just turned 35, so there's not a huge separation between us. But you almost missed the Dispatch window because it was quick. It's funny, man. Like people, I'll talk to like younger cousins of mine that are just younger.
Right.
And they, I mean, almost like never heard of them.
Right.
And you're like kind of shocked by that. But then you kind of look and they weren't on the label. They intentionally got away from a label and they didn't want to be big.
Right. And they eventually, like by the time I was old enough to like go and see a show, they'd broken up.
That's right. And
I was like, what? Come on.
And then you break up forever.
Right.
Come back 10 years later.
But I did get to see state radio when I was in college, and that was awesome.
I never saw State Radio. Great
show.
I love their music. I just never got a chance to see him.
Yeah.
So much fun. He's got that band, the Pintos, now he plays with that I really like. I don't know if you've heard any of that stuff.
I haven't actually.
That's his latest stuff.
It's actually a really funny, quick story that I have to tell you now that we're talking about Dispatch.
I love it.
We did, they used to do the Battle of the Bands. They called it like Clash of the Titans at Empire. Like 2013 or 14 or something. And, they send out this list of the different bands that are gonna match up, and I'm like, oh my God, Dispatch, we gotta do it in its first Guster. Like I love Guster too, and so I'm talking with the guy who's organizing everything, and he's like, yeah, so Guster is actually gonna have Adam of Guster in their band. Do you think you can like reach out to Dispatch and see if one of them will like come and play with you guys? And I was like, are you what? How do I don't know. How can I do that? Like I'm super fresh to the Portland music scene at this point in time, like zero connections to anyone. Ended up sending out like a couple emails and nothing came back. But we, fast forward to the show and get to meet Adam, super, super nice guy. Yeah. And we play and we tied. We tied with them, even though they had a member of the actual band in the in their band. And we're sitting backstage. I'm standing right next to Adam, like as they, say the results. And he hears that we tied and he's like, what? No, come on, like, read it in the headlines the next day. Cover band beats Adam of Guster in Guster cover band, And I was like, oh, man, this guy's just awesome. Like,
that is a great story, though.
Best attitude about it. And, and it was all by applause meter. And, like, I've got pretty good ears. I'm pretty sure that it was louder when they clapped for us. But,
so you still haven't dropped this battle?
No, I'll always take the tie. That's great. It's way better than
that. Is awesome. Yeah, that's a great story, man. I'm glad that led us in that direction.
Oh man, yeah, it's a wild time.
Tell that one for many years to come.
Yeah.
I want to play one more.
Yeah, sure.
What do you get? What do you got on tap here?
This next one's ready to fall, and I put it out last January, and it's kind of about being ready to fall in love again, even though maybe you're still working through a bunch of other stuff.
So it's is it Pandemic written or Pandemic recorded?
Yes.
Yes.
Both.
Time all just kind of.
Both, yeah. It was, and I remember sitting in the studio with Alex, the Zoom session with Alex, and like we got the first verse and the chorus down, and I'm just like, I don't think that I can keep writing this right now, dude. Like this is too intense. And he was like, no, you're fine, Jake. Like just push through a little bit, and another hour goes by. Like, dude, I don't know. I don't think I got it in me. But we like pushed through a little bit more, and we finished the song, and it came out great. And that's actually similar as to how I tend to write pretty personal songs that are about real life situations and breakups and everything like that. But it's like such a good healing process to really dig into it and see like how is the best way you can write about something to like convey the right message, and so it's worth it. But
with a little help from your friend.
I get by with a little help from my friend.
Jacob McCurdy on Joppa Afternoon Drive.
I'm tearing apart, and I didn't mean to bring the rain. My walls have been up for so damn long. I think I'm ready to fall. I'm plugging the cracks with the oldest of knacks I've learned. It won't bring you back. I'm tiring. Forgive me for trying. I'm climbing back out, but the walls keep stacking up. I can't help go back to the place I was packing up. Close to my chest where the heartbeat's been lacking from the time that we spent. The sun's coming out, will burn off the dew you left. I'm sharing my heart once again. I think I'm ready to fall. I'm ready to fall. I'm climbing back out, but the walls keep stacking up. I can't help go back to the place I was packing up, or close to my chest where the heartbeat's been lacking from the time that we spent. Oh, and I think that I'm ready. I'm ready to fall. Keep stacking up. I can't help go back to the place I was packing up, or close to my chest where the heartbeat's been lacking from the time that we spent. But I'm ready to fall. I'm ready to fall. I'm ready to fall. Thanks, man.
Jacob McCurdy, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Very nice, man.
Cheers.
That is very, very nice. Sounded good. So you have that nice little, you have that way you can like entertain a crowd and go all full mode party, and then bring everybody back. I like that.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Well, it's all you. Who's going? What is the? So I'm trying to think. Like, who's the? sometimes I like to put people in a box. I'm trying to think of who, like, besides obviously Dispatch makes you pick up the guitar, but who's like the musical influence that like you continue to draw off of, like in later years?
Yeah, I mean, I would say Hozier is up there for sure. Nathaniel Rateliff.
We've had a conversation about Hozier. Another name, by the way, I struggle with.
Yeah.
Is it Hozier? Is it Hozier?
I have no idea.
People still don't know.
Right. Like, but I'm not the host on a talk show, and I'm interviewing Hozier. You know.
Somebody should really ask him though.
Yeah. I mean, I think that somebody probably has. You just have to, got to look at the internet and not. But until then, I'm just going to keep saying Hozier.
You're going with Hozier?
Yeah.
I like it too.
Yeah. That sounds nice. That sounds nice.
Perfect. But yeah, he's we've actually talked about him in another forum before about we released the New York City subway station.
Oh,
remember?
yeah,
we
for
both
sure.
love that video. Like,
such a great video, man. Like, oh my God. And like, just any of his videos that he puts together, like that guy's voice is just soulful and buttery at the same time. And it's like, you're like,
soulful and buttery.
Soul butter, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you.
That'll be the name of Jacob's next album.
I mean, hey, it's documented here that I said it first, so.
Well, there you go.
I've got dibs.
Live here forever.
Mm-hmm.
No, but so you like those two?
Yeah. I'm just blanking right now on who else that I'm into. I mean, I would say that like Make a Fuss kind of stems from some like 2 Feet, her grandson, a little bit, which are like way different, total opposite end of the spectrum for me. But like I really do kind of like that more electronic sound and just like making some crazy stuff. Like in Make a Fuss, there's literally so many layers of backing vocals and horns and synths and guitars and all this stuff that there's literally like 100 different tracks that are inside this one song, like 100 different instruments, and which was just bonkers to me. I'm like, what have I done? Why is there so much going on here? But luckily, a good friend of mine actually ended up mixing that, Tyler Nicolo, who lives out in Philly, because I couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm just hitting my head against the wall, sitting there trying to mix this record, and I just couldn't get it to the next spot. And he, oh my God, he crushed it, you know. But yeah. What was the question?
Influences. Yeah, you got it.
Cool.
I like it when people get lost in their thoughts. That's usually when you get the good stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fantastic. What's the? So you're every time I've seen you play live a few times now, and you can tell you can just tell when somebody's like pro is pro. They're established. They're comfortable in their own skin. But do you ever get that kind of, I don't know, is it butterflies or whatever that stage feeling is?
Yeah.
Is it every time still? I don't know.
No, not every time. I play with my cellist Danny Rand, and we do duo gigs 4 or 5 nights a week or whatever. And if I'm up there on stage with him or like in the corner of a bar or whatever, like anytime that I'm playing music with him, I'm just like, yeah, we got this.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. We've been playing together for 8 or 9 years or something. And so like when it's something like that, but when I'm playing original music, because it's something that I wrote and it's something that I care about,
and can completely be judged, right?
Oh yeah,
you're putting your heart out there.
Yeah.
That's what drives me crazy. I've gone down the spiel before. Long-time listeners are going to be like, here he goes. But you go to the brewery and it drives me crazy if there's those just jerks
big time.
that are just loud and they're right there and this. Do you realize this person is pouring his heart into this song? And you're like, oh, nothing worse.
Oh no, it's when you're doing the original stuff and no one's listening, it's just it's hard. So
what's the advice for the young musician? Because I can imagine, I always think about it. I think about this way too often. That must be devastating and just incredibly hard to deal with.
I mean, just hang on to the people that do kind of perk up when you hit that one, your favorite part of the song, and someone else notices, or they, if someone else is coming up to you and being like, you know what, that was awesome.
Now you're singing to them.
Then just make sure you sing to them, or even just focus on the bartender, because hopefully they like you, and that's they probably do, because that's why you're there, and so you just kind of have to ignore
bartenders
those people.
Are I don't want to generalize all bartenders, but they tend to be pretty damn good about that. I don't know if that's in the training of becoming a bartender, but
they are masters of customer service.
I
they
guess,
could just be blowing smoke up your bum.
Masters of customer service. I love that. But I'm serious though. I can't remember the last music bar I've gone to where they have it. Almost everywhere, they just either encourage the listening, or they're helping out the bands with water, or they catch on to that stuff.
Yeah. That, that's. I think there is definitely a specific vein for a bartender that works in a music venue, like they've got to be caring about the music. Otherwise they're going to go and work at some fine dining restaurant and probably make more money, you know.
I'm determined right now that we don't give enough shout outs to the bartenders, and we've done this today. Good job, Jacob.
I do it every time.
Do you? Yeah, you make a point of it?
Oh, yeah. Any gig, I'm like, tip your bartenders, your servers. I know they're working hard, so you don't have to.
Yeah,
and it's so cheesy. Everybody in the band that I'm playing with hates it anytime I say it. But people are like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
I should do that.
And then I'm like, and tip your musicians.
It's the same voice I use for my dog, by the way. Oh, yeah, good idea.
Oh, good idea.
I like that. It's going to be a good day.
I mean, I think everyone has a pretty similar voice.
I know.
For the dog, yeah.
But I mean, look at this guy, right? That's his voice, right?
Oh, my God.
Is that not his voice?
That's exactly his voice.
That's my dog. See that? That's Henry.
Exactly his voice. My buddy Michael actually has almost the exact same looking dog. Same voice, too. Dog has the same voice.
They're obviously. I mean, the hound dogs all have the same voice.
Yeah.
They also get offended when you hear nothing but a hound dog by Elvis. They prefer other dog songs. But we'll listen. They appreciate it.
God. I think one of the first CDs I remember getting as a kid was like the Disney, some like Disney dog songs. I just saw it. We just got into Family Dog or something, and I was like, oh my God! And there's like, who's that doggy in the window or whatever? And my parents probably hated it. I mean, I was 5 years old or whatever, and they probably got sick of it pretty quick.
They got it for you, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't remember.
Just showed up here.
Just was there.
Could have been Santa. That's true. Yeah, you never know.
I don't know how that works.
I still don't know how it works.
How did this get here? I don't get it.
One more dog story, because actually, feel free, if we can go back to the phones, if anybody would like to call in. Still a great moment in the show today, the first phone that we've had in a while. But there's what's the James Taylor, Carole King, You Get a Friend, right?
Yes. Yep.
So I've been telling people for years, so I always thought You've Got a Friend was kind of like nice, whatever, but kind of a little bit cheesy, right? Yeah, You Get a Friend, all that stuff. I went to a James Taylor show, who I love. Fantastic.
Of course.
I went to a James Taylor show, and he did that song with a dog running through a field throughout the video in the back, like on the screen. And I said, it's about a dog.
Oh, my God.
Changed the whole thing for me.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that dog was on the screen, the whole song.
Right.
I was there.
Right.
I think it was New Hampshire.
Yeah. You weren't dreaming.
I was not dreaming.
Yeah.
So I've been telling everybody for years. And then, like, if you go to Google that, You've Got a Friend about it? No, it's not necessarily about a dog. It's about, that doesn't even say that. There's no mention of dog anywhere.
Right.
So I want that song to be about a dog now, because it changed everything for me. Listen to the lyrics. Yeah. Call my name, I'll come running.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a dog.
It makes perfect sense. Or or it could be calling someone else a dog.
I don't know. This is where it always,
there's always so many different interpretations. But like, that's the kind of the cool thing about writing a song, is like, it's so open for someone else to make their own interpretation of it. And
I guess the friend could be a dog or a person.
Could be a dog.
I think that's probably the answer.
But it's probably a dog.
I think if we all really listen together.
Yeah, let's do it right now. No.
He's had enough success with that song, I'd say, and she has. But all right, well, You've Got a Friend. There you go. Take a listen on your own time. Get back to me. Call in. Oh man. So do you ever get do you ever feel the grind of playing all these shows? You play live a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and that's it for Dave now.
Straight up, yes. But then you go and you have, like, I don't know, there was a week where I was just feeling kind of down. I'm like, yeah, we're getting through the next couple of shows. But then you go to one, like, I played this Songwriters on the Round a couple of days ago down in Boston, and I hadn't even gotten up on stage yet. There was a couple other people before me, and this woman comes up to me, and she's like, were you playing up at Sunday River on Saturday? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you gave me your sticker. And I'm like, holy crap, you're 3-4 hours away from where I just saw you last, and you just happened to be in this bar and are excited to, and like stuck around to hear me play, and like, it's just moments like that like you
rejuvenating.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Or just having a good crowd. It makes up for everything.
There you go. I like that story.
We're getting paid a lot of money. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, it's a perfectly fine answer.
Only with, we play weddings, and you do the cover gigs, so I can have the time off and the money to work on original music is really how it goes. So like, there's a end goal.
Jacob McCurdy, in it for the love of the music and the money.
only for the covers.
It's a tough business, though.
You don't have to pay me to play original music. Is what I'm. Oh no, wait.
All right. I do a lot of times when I have first-time musicians on. I do. What is the worst moment? Like, and full disclosure here, because every single musician, no matter the best of the best, the Rolling Stones have had bad crowds. What's the worst crowd moment where you've just had to be like, "Will you just stop it?"
Well,
have we had that moment?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
7 this week. No.
No. Like you learn. I mean, well. First of all, there's actually this really great point. There's this book called How to Make It in the New Music Business, written by Ari Herstand. And, like, you know, there's some good stuff in there, and there's some other filler stuff. Yeah. But one of the things that struck me really well is that you need 3 different things in order to take a gig. And it either needs to be really fun, it's going to pay a lot of money, or you get a lot of good exposure. And if you don't get 2 of those, then you don't take the gig. So... now, going back to this terrible gig that we played, the Dapper Gents has just formed. We're trying to do like more original stuff that Johnny Clay Shanks, who used to be in the band, had written, and we're playing at this really old bar. I'm not going to say what bar, but it's the oldest pub in Portland. For anyone from Portland, you're going to know. Yeah. So we set up. PA system's terrible. There's 3 people there. They gave us each a PBR. And I think we each walked with like $2, but we play our set. It smells like cat pee the whole time, and nobody's paying attention to anything that we're doing. It was just like the worst gig ever. Just like anytime I smell,
the smell stuck with you.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, that's that dang show again. Oh no, someone has a cat. Like, Jesus.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Has there ever been like an audience that like didn't it's gonna be a tough night, like this is a tough crowd, tough whatever, maybe the weather's bad, maybe the room's bad, I don't know, and it just surprises you, like that we brought that place to life, or just something happened? For
sure. I mean, I feel like that happens every night. No. Like, I don't know, man, it's just not gonna be a boring gig, and then people show up, you know.
Some of the best nights though, right?
No, for sure, exactly. I mean, I remember just playing a couple of like snowstorms, and in Portland they have parking bans on those nights, so like you have like half the capacity of what normally would be coming in to see a show. And but sometimes those snowstorms are just like the most fun ever.
People just want to get out.
Right. People are out. They're all walking home, you know, tripping over snowbanks on their way home or whatever. But they just have such a blast, and they're staying there the whole night because they don't want to go anywhere else because it's so freaking cold, you know?
Yeah.
So, but like going into one of those first times, we're like, oh man, there's going to be no one here.
Yeah.
And, you know, and so you play your first couple tunes and you're just kind of chugging along. And then all of a sudden it's packed and people are there and hanging out for it because they want to, you know, or because they have to.
That's great. I used to like going out in snowstorms too. There's something fun about it.
I mean, it's a little different when you don't live in the city.
True.
If you're just like going out to have a good time.
Let's not drive recklessly.
Right. Or maybe because we're just getting so old that we're like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can go out tonight.
It's so lame.
And that's not actually totally true for me. I mean, because I'm out every like 5 nights a week or whatever playing. But it's different that way, you know.
Working.
Yes.
Working, man.
Just a total night owl at this point, though.
So yes, you're using me as the example. Yeah, I do that a lot.
I'm so sorry.
We have like we'll have like plans, like maybe we'll like have a drink and an early dinner or something. Early dinner sounds like a bad start, so you're already setting yourself up for failure.
Right.
But like you have like an early drink or something. Yeah, we could do that tonight. Should I do that? And then like 6:30 comes around. What time's that show? Oh, he's not going on until 8.
Right. You're like,
wait, 9?
Yeah. Or like,
that's gonna be too late.
Yeah, we play up at Rerah in Portland. And they start at 10. Yeah. And like so many people are like, Jake, come on.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm like, it's not my
30s now.
It's not my call, but like, just come out.
Yeah.
Come hang out. You're gonna love it. And once you're there, you're gonna want to stay. That's just how that works.
That is how that works.
That's how that works.
Although I will say, I am the master of like, you give me a like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. outside on a nice fall night or something, like all in.
Oh yeah,
I'm there.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of breweries do that, so it's got to be a good brewery.
Has to
be a respectful crowd brewery.
Of course.
Well, it's been fun. Anything you want to ask me? I usually give first timers a good chance on that. What other names have you butchered over the years? Chicken McCurdy was pretty easy.
I know, right? I know.
What's I doing, McCurdy? Was I saying it like the Patriots? But was he McCurdy, the Patriots guy?
I don't know. I don't know the sports ball.
Yeah, the sports ball.
I don't know. You caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting
See
to.
That?
to ask you a question. So now,
well, it's just a little something I do.
you're just like, I'm gonna really make this guy just zone out and not know what to say.
Well,
no,
yeah,
no.
it's you don't have to ask a question. I was just like to give the opportunity. The first time you can ask it on your second time. Well, there will be a second time.
I'm gonna think. I'm gonna have a million questions.
In that case, no, you don't get a second chance.
Dang it.
It has been a pleasure having you on. We, like I said, first of many, hopefully, because we like you here now.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh,
How about
thanks,
that?
man.
You've won us
that.
over.
Thank you.
Inside the studio and outside.
Means a lot, man.
Big thanks again to Sarah Blackstone too, working hard for us.
Heck yeah.
And did she just applaud for herself?
I
think I saw that in the corner of my eye. Okay.
I'm not
confirming or denying.
Not confirming or denying.
Good job, Sarah Blackstone. Fantastic job as always. You get another one for us to play us out. Actually, and we get a little treat for you too, because usually we don't do this, but you're gonna play us out, and we get a little music single being released.
Yeah. So
tell us a little bit about that one first.
About
the one we're gonna end with, the track.
The track. Yes. So that's Make a Fuss.
Okay.
I mentioned that a little bit earlier. Maybe you guys only had a 15-minute drive in order, so you didn't hear the whole story. So I'll just give you the quick snippet.
That is you're playing that one. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna play that on guitar.
No, that's the track.
That's the track. Yeah. So Make a Fuss is definitely out there and wild and like soulful and horns and crazy guitar solos and stuff like that. And it's kind of actually, even though the title is Make a Fuss, it's more about like the lyric is I don't mean to make a fuss. It's like I'm like my bad, and just trying to say like thank you to those people that you can reach out to when you're feeling down.
All right, so that's our fun ride on the way out. So that's a little bonus for you there at the end.
For sure.
Sarah's going to take it to play. See that? That's why Sarah was clapping for herself.
Yes,
she knows she's got that little project.
She's got that work to do.
And let's do one more live one too. What do you got for one more on the playlist here?
Yeah, this one's called Out on the Run, and definitely a love song. Starting to get better at writing fictional love songs.
Ooh.
Because
it feels like a wild ride.
Not always. You're not always feeling that emotion. So why not? But why not write in that mindset to just kind of bring yourself out of whatever funk you're in that day.
I love that.
Yeah, for sure. And so I wrote this with Alex Calabrese as well, and starting to track it, and I played it at the Seabrook Idol.
Yeah,
when I was
congratulations!
on
Unbelievable run on that too.
Yeah,
man. I mean, for you. Actually, let's do that real quickly because we got another minute or two. I can sneak in here.
Okay.
Sarah's like, we have to go, Drew. I'm going to push it again, Sarah. Sorry. But so you did unbelievable run on Seabrook Idol. Yeah, I mean, you obviously the competitions. I bet are probably fun.
Oh yeah.
But like, I don't know.
I mean, they're also really stressful.
I was gonna say,
and
they're people like I would much rather have like a set like here's 20 minutes, 20 songs, and I'm just gonna play them for you.
Right.
Here's my whole little thing.
Yeah.
Love me or hate me, I don't care.
No, I mean you get up there and you pour your heart out onto one song, but then somebody else does the same thing. You're like, oh my god, they're so good. I'm totally screwed. There's no way I'm gonna make it to the next round.
And then it's like,
but then you get to meet some like really cool people like Lee Biddle, and I kind of knew Eric Marks before that.
Yeah, Lee's been on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, but like they're great dudes, and we're gonna like start hanging out and writing music together because of it's just like about making those connections with people too, and just
the musician circles are cool.
Oh yeah,
I found myself in it just by interviewing people here.
Oh,
it's so much fun. Like it's just
such a good time.
People invite you out to places,
right?
And it's just a I don't know. I'm very thankful that I've stumbled into this.
Yeah, and actually, and then Francois reached out to me to book some shows there too. So I'll be playing.
Oh, nice. Francois Samard, who was on this show not too long ago too. So another talented guy. That great French Canadian accent.
Heck yeah! Oh my god, it's beautiful.
I can't do it except for like on the name, Francois.
So yeah, exactly.
So sexy. Well, again, man, it was a pleasure meeting you. This is great. Great to have you on the show for the first time. We'll do it many more times now that we're in the loop. And I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, big time for sure.
All right, bring us on home here.
Yeah, here's Out on the Run.
Jacob McCurdy on Joppa Afternoon Drive. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Hair of the dog that bit you, whether it's coming back to booze or something worse. I find the right words to fit you. Could it be love or some kind of curse? And I wouldn't care if it was over. I'm dragging out lines just for fun. Take up the hunt from a bed of clovers, finding our luck was out on the run, out on the run. There's something worse and finding your helpless in love. And you kissed me first, and I'm spinning for months after months. How to cheat your own luck. Hope the fates are out on the run, out on the run. Armor for sleep to keep from hurting. I'm building up walls just tall enough. Board up the keep to keep you stirring, but unlock the door so you can come. And who breathes for you? Just screaming out outside our windows and peering through. I'm taking our love out like dirty towels, washing them clean. I'm falling for you, I'm falling for you. There's something worse than finding you're helpless in love. And you kissed me first, and I'm spinning for months after months. How to cheat your own luck. Hope the fates are out on the run, out on the run. There's something worse than finding you're helpless in love. And you kissed me first, and I'm spinning for months after months. How to cheat your own luck. Hope the fates are out on the run, out on out on the run, out on the run, out on the run, out on the run, out on the run. I should thank you for all your love. I know I should thank you for all your love. Give me patience, but don't worry. Hold me close and let me hurry up to the canyon where I can't scream. It screams right back, the loudest dreams.